Hey sir, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Doing well, doing well.
How'd you like Cosmos so far?
It's my first time here. It's a pretty impressive conference. Yeah, everything's going great so far.
All right. What's your name? Could you introduce yourself and what do you do?
My name is Coleman. I'm a growth lead for Babylon, and basically that means I handle partnerships with other crypto projects, business development, these sort of things.
All right, awesome. What do you think makes Cosmonauts unique?
I think there's a very different culture in the Cosmos ecosystem versus other ecosystems. I think Cosmos people are very open-minded, very open to experimentation, very technologically focused, and yeah, it's a great ecosystem for us to build in.
I think it's also more like democratic. It's aligned with own values and goals and so on and so forth.
Yeah, especially since we're a Bitcoin project, but building in Cosmos, like people have been very, very open-minded. There's no ETH maxi versus Bitcoin maxi. Everyone wants to work with us, so that's been a very, very good experience.
Could you tell us a little bit more about Babylon?
So Babylon is a Bitcoin staking protocol. Basically, we're adding a third native use case to Bitcoin. The first use case is it's a store of value, it's digital gold. Second use case is payments. Now we're adding staking to Bitcoin. So you can use your Bitcoin that's in your Bitcoin wallet on the Bitcoin blockchain and stake it in a self-custodial and trustless manner to help secure external proof of stake systems to earn a yield for providing this security service. So there will be yield, native yield for Bitcoin, and I think it's a pretty revolutionary idea because most of the Bitcoin supply right now just sits idle. It's earning no yield. It's not being used productively. So we're kind of like closing the gap between Bitcoin and the rest of the Web3 world, which is mostly proof of stake.
Absolutely. DeFi definitely needs this enhancement with the Bitcoin, with its liquidity, with its stability, I would say. And which project excites you the most in the Cosmos ecosystem?
I would have to say our own project, Babylon. I think there's a lot of Bitcoin alignment already within Cosmos. A lot of Cosmos people are big fans of Bitcoin, and it's cool to see. I'll mention some other projects besides ourselves, but it's cool to see like Osmosis taking a lot of interest in Bitcoin, and yeah, I think Cosmos is the perfect ecosystem for kind of to be like the Bitcoin application layer.
So with this, you can align this DeFi and Bitcoin like in one bottle.
Yeah, so Bitcoin's the base layer that we're building on, but obviously there's not a ton that you can do on Bitcoin by design. Our protocol required Taproot to be enabled so that we can do staking transactions on Bitcoin. But for other applications, I think Cosmos is a perfect application layer to build on top of Bitcoin for.
Absolutely. Is there any application you would suggest for people to try out?
Yeah, so we have our staking protocol that's live. You can try it out. Just go to btcstaking.babylon.io.
I really love this URL. Did you get any airdrops in Cosmos?
No, I don't think I have any Cosmos airdrops yet.
All right, that's absolutely fine. Some people also. Can you tell, is there any story about the Cosmos Hub which is like interesting or funny story?
I don't really have any funny stories about Cosmos Hub, but they are they are a project that we're working with quite closely. There's been a couple governance proposals on their side to add Bitcoin as a staking asset. So the vision for that is instead of ATOM being the only asset that secures Cosmos Hub and interchain security, Bitcoin could also be an asset that helps secure the hub and interchain security. So we're working on that with them.
Absolutely. Can you name the team which contributed the most to the Cosmos development in this year?
The team that has contributed the most to Cosmos development. So we're working with Informal right now, so they've been great to work with. But yeah, I know that there's a long history of different teams contributing a lot to Cosmos, and it's been a very open and collaborative ecosystem so far.
I think our information, like all the information about who is being really involved in development, is really fragmented, and we have to solve it somehow. I don't know. Claim or compound?
I think generally compound, but it's important to have the option to claim and unstake as well.
Absolutely. Cosmos or EVM?
I think both.
Why? Could you specify a little bit?
I think it's good to have, use the Cosmos Rails and the infrastructure, but also be open to, the EVM developer community because it is quite large.
Do you think, is there any project in the ecosystem which is like a dark horse?
Well, I would say when we first started going to Cosmosverse, we were definitely a dark horse. Not many people knew about us, and now, we're one of the title sponsors of one of the big projects here. So, I would say us a year or two ago. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.